Real 16 TV. It's cause OP here back with another reaction. This time I'm reacting to Bricc Baby and Pnice beef just got 2,000% worse, 20,000% worse. My bad. We gonna start the screen recording in 3, 2, 1. Video playing now.
Pnice event.
Go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. I'm sorry about my face if you see tire smudges and all that stuff. I just got off work. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue.
Very stern warning. And Pnice responds. Now, this is a new saga in the Bricc Baby and Pnice situation. Now, Pnice and Bricc Baby has been going through what I will call Chokegate, where Pnice released a video that appears, you know, where him and Bricc Baby had an altercation. Bricc is saying he wasn't choked. Pnice is saying he did choke Bricc Baby. Now, it's been a month, right? Now, I know both these dudes. I've been present when they've been...
Technically, Bricc and Pnice said the same thing. He said he grabbed me up by my shirt. Pnice was actually the first one to say I did not choke him for real, but I did grab him up by his shirt, put my knuckles into his neck, which is what he did, you know what I'm saying? Well, at least that's what it looks like from the video, you know what I mean? But yeah. And I also heard Flacco been kicking it with Pnice and them and getting, you know what I'm saying, working out with him. I'd have got Flacco right, to be honest, but I hear that he hanging out with Pnice and them, so this could be very much biased. Well, it can't be biased because he hang out with Bricc Baby every day. So, you know what I'm saying? He definitely
on a FaceTime, chopping it up,
what's the
having
word I
a
always
good conversation.
Use? Spectator.
So I didn't know it was still beef, but apparently it's still beef. Because Bricc Baby sent Pnice a stern warning. He told Pnice that Pnice got 10 days to tell the people that he didn't choke him or else he's exposing him.
So I'm going to give him 10 days or I'm about to start asking questions about tattoo removals. Yeah. So it's just, we gonna leave it there. I'm gonna give it 10 days, bro.
Alright, so without knowing too much knowledge and not to keep pausing this or whatever, but I'm assuming that if, say there was 2 fraternities, right? Alpha, Kappa, Alpha, and Omega, whatever, O and B, because I know some people that did that one. So they sitting there, and the dudes from Alpha, Kappa, Alpha, I guess Alpha, Kappa, Alpha is a girl thing, because that's my aunt shit. But regardless, say the people from Alpha, Kappa, Alpha go, hey, we don't want him to have his jacket no more. We don't want him to do the dances no more. We don't want to blah, blah, blah no more. And you guys ain't even a part of the same little club or whatever, because from my knowledge, they not, right? Y'all not a part of the same thing. That sound crazy. It's like, nigga, you have no right to speak on what's over here, so I'm assuming that comment right there is probably what set Pnice off, because I reacted to that.
Don't tell the truth in 10 days, we open up a whole can that's finna have you swimming in the deep end.
I hope y'all get that resolved, because
no. It's cool, but if you don't tell the truth will set you free. I told the truth the whole time. Talk about you got choke, no. Grabbed me by my shirt, stopped me, and told me my daughter was there.
I know this is like a rap critique and this is random, but you know how motherfuckers be like in the deep end and they be like, we like with the sharks, we in the deep end, shout out Kai Bands, right? The deep end. Why aren't you in the deep end with like the angler fish and shit, like the other shit? Because isn't that the deepest part of the water? You can catch, I think a girl just got bit by a shark, or a girl or a guy got their leg bit off by a shark just recently. In the, you know what I'm saying, the nets is at the top of the water, because these niggas will slide up to the beach and get on your ass. So, as you know what I'm saying, I never understood why it's like, oh, I'm in the deep end with the sharks. The sharks don't even be in the deep end. Matter of fact, the deepest trench, and this is random fact too, the deepest trench ever, people be like, I wonder if a megalodon lived down there. It's impossible. That's not even how they species, like they species didn't even fuck around that low. They would have been up top getting on our ass too, so.
I was on some home.
Random fact.
I thought he was
the whole time, because if you was on that, what you think, you checked me and it was over that day?
This is where I say
I'm deep here with the anglerfish, boy.
Right? I don't, because when these dudes have interactions offline when I'm there, it's always peaceful. Like, these dudes, like, if you've seen an interaction I've seen these dudes have, bro.
No, these niggas is always cool with each other. They're always calling each other friend at the end of every one of these messages. They go, well, we really friends, this, that, and the third. But to my point with the deep end with the anglerfish thing, that's why this works. Anglerfish lure, all the fish that be in the deep, they lure motherfuckers in. They make them think it's good, and then they get on their ass, right? You know it's bad with a shark. You know what I'm saying? The shark the most honest one. He roaming, he gonna get on your ass. He might not get on your ass, but you know what time it is with the shark. The anglerfish, you slide up on that light thinking it's good. And that's my point. These people are out here acting like everything is okay, and it's not okay. Or they're acting like everything's bad and everything is okay. But either way, they closing us in for the view, I guess, the kill. You know what I mean?
You would think these dudes are best friends. You would think they are brothers. So I don't understand when the.
I'm using kill variable
like,
with the view, so y'all know too for anybody.
So when I'm present and they have interactions, it's probably like, yo, we don't like each other, but you know we can't really like reveal how much we don't like each other because a non-affiliate who is the police is present. Maybe that's it. Right now, bricc baby is referencing tattoos and claiming that, you know, he has a rabbit hole that runs deep that's gonna get Pnice in trouble. Now, I don't know the tattoo and the rabbit holes. I really can't like surmise exactly where bricc baby's taking this, but Pnice will.
You ain't seen the YSL Woody video where this nigga, instead of taking a good knife or something that makes sense, was scraping a nigga a tattoo off with a butter knife? That's I'm assuming that's what he's getting at. I don't remember who that was. It was like a New York dude. But instead of like taking a good knife, they literally like, well, no, it was a YSL or whatever. They shaving this shit off with like a butter knife.
Offer up an explanation and respond to bricc baby's warning.
You got 10 days. 10 days. Good, please drop that shit today. Talk about some tattoo removal. You talk about this. They happened when I caught a case, right? Yeah. You talk about when my tattoos was evidence in the case, right? Yeah. So I went to go get my covered up to beat that case, right? So when I went to court, they said, Pnice, hey, yo, do this, do that. Let me see them tattoos, man, because this is what they identified it as. This, that, this, that, this, that. And they checked my...
And I just want to throw out there, that shit should only be valid in the state of Los Angeles just because of how deep y'all niggas is. Anywhere else, it's like you can't use a tattoo because a nigga might just get a tattoo because he think it's cool in a different state. But where you guys are, it's literally identifying points to where you at, so it's a completely different thing.
And it wasn't nothing there no more. So yeah, I did that. I'm a thinker. I'm a real good thinker. You feel me? Let me cover this. I'm holler at the big homies. Hey, yo, big homie, check this out. This, that, this, that. That nigga, you better hurry up and do that. Then he took me to another big homie, like, and the other big homie was like, you had to do the same before.
If you guys actually research Pnice's case, it actually makes Pnice look like a hood legend. This is one of like the illest stories I've ever heard, bruh. Right, so apparently there was a detective on the Long Beach Police Department, and she apparently, you know, had an affinity, man, for some hood ninja pipe, right? She was addicted to Pnice's love muscle. And
this nigga was fucking the cop.
addiction to Pnice's chocolate love muscle, she began to give Pnice information. So apparently, like, you know, if some homies was being investigated by the police, she would tell Pnice, yo, they're being investigated for this, and then Pnice would use that information and tell the homies and get them to hide evidence and get rid of things, and that will lead to them beating every case that came their way, right? So due to Pnice effing on this police woman and getting information out of her, yo, they beat murder cases, yo, they beat a lot of cases.
Fuck the beating the case thing. That I ain't gonna lie to you. That's another level of cool, and there's somebody out there that's sitting there like, nigga, I could have did that. I respect him, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know how easy it is to cop, but just being a regular nigga smashing the police officer chick, I'm gonna give you points for that too, cause it just don't feel like that shit happens. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know any regular Joes that they girlfriend's the police officer and they're not a cop too. Like, I don't know that. That's legendary off rip as far as on a male perspective. This other though, I ain't gonna lie to you. That is some next level shit. Like, he did it. I wouldn't even say he did his shit, because if this shit didn't even happen on purpose, he was just, you know what I'm saying, just hitting, and he just got lucky and fell into it. It's like, shit, good for you, my nigga. I don't really know how to explain that. That's crazy.
So Pnice was essentially a hood hero, right? A hood legend. Now, due to like wiretaps.
Hey, your name is Pnice? That's crazy. My Uncle Pop's name is Pnice. R.I.P. Pnice. He died not that long ago. I'm gonna have to send this to my uncle too, cause we talking about his daddy. But R.I.P. Pnice, light skinned dude, green eyes, had many, as my uncle put it, had many kids. Good nigga, as far as I knew, good nigga. But shout out Pnice.
Got caught. all right, giving information over the phone, and that's how she got caught, and that's how the case came to be, right? But essentially, yeah, right? Like, Pnice was a hood legend based on that case. Bricc Baby would also say that him and Pnice aren't really beefing. They just need to situate a couple of things. Now, he would say that Pnice has been calling his big homies, telling them info about him. But Bricc would say that Pnice can't tell his big homies nothing about him because they really love him.
One or the other.
We can debate about it. We can sit right here
I
and
ain't
talk
gonna lie
about
to you. This is why I'm glad to not have none of those, because there ain't a nigga that can tell on me about nothing like civil I do fucked up. Like, if I say use a bitch, it's like, what you gonna go tell on me to a nigga? What they gonna do to me? Not motherfucking thing. So, like, I'm appreciative of not having that shit. And you know what I'm saying? Because there ain't nobody you can tell on me. But that dynamic in LA is not just interesting. It's just kind of like, damn. It's not a bad thing. The structure is good, probably. It's probably better for them to have structure, because if they didn't have structure, they'd basically be Chicago right now, because, you know, Chicago used to have structure. I seen somewhere where somebody was like, LA had gangs first. That's not true. You can look up a Chicago history. I think the first gang to be in California was like a Mexican gang in the 40s, right? I be doing my research. A Mexican gang in the 40s, not the 40s area, but like the 40s time period, like 40, 50 time period. But that's around the same time period that all them gangs got started in Chicago, from the E's to the Lords, Four Corner Hustlers, like all the original shit, the Gay Lords. That's like a real gang there. You can Google all this shit. This Googleable information. They all kind of got started around the 40s and the 50s. So it's like all this shit really got started about the same time. Y'all just got known as gangland because y'all's was way more fashionable, I'd say. I think because the mob was in Chicago, it probably styled the way them people acted a little bit in the beginning, right? So they wasn't very flashy. But in California, it was literally started different, a whole different way. So the lifestyle and it really being a part of what they do is a lot.
Hey, but you get
Talk about it. I'll be good.
You gonna tell the truth.
That would be fire.
I'll be fired to talk about it.
Shout out my grandma to live in Compton too. I hope she's doing okay.
Ain't nothing. We been talking like
Good lady.
and he been reaching out to my older homies, trying to, like, man.
Shout out my cousin Roman.
Believe in me too.
Yeah, shout out my cousin
Ain't
Roman
nothing you
too.
can
Good
tell him
nigga.
about me.
Yeah. It's always like, you know,
If Cassius is still out there too, shout out Cassius. That's a dude from when I was a kid too. Shout out Cassius. There's a couple
it's
guys
weird
from
when
when I was a
people-
kid
Because
out
they
there.
was
That's
there
cool
when I
people.
first was around, so you can't tell.
yeah. Of course, it's just an odd assumption to make that your own people ain't.
I don't know if they
with
call
like
you
that. Like,
Cassius,
of course,
but shout out
I'm sure their
Cassius.
people gonna fuck with them more than you, right? Like,
Yeah, then it's like, oh, you can't go to your hood. You can't go to your hood, nigga. Word on the streets is niggas just got invited back. I'm not finna do that.
This is not even my place, so I'm not really going to express my thoughts on it. But listen, man, if I'm Bricc Baby, bruh, I'm rich. I got a mansion. I got a wife that.
I didn't even know he had a
good.
mansion.
I have beautiful children. I have a
This nigga been at his house eating dinner and shit. Boy, he said I got a wife that cook really good.
thriving career. If I'm Bricc Baby, bruh, listen, man.
I don't even
Yo,
care.
I still rock with all the homies, man. Yo, we still cool, bruh, but I ain't got no reason to come to any hoods, bruh. I'm up. I'm rich. Like, I am
For real?
rich.
For real, this just said the nigga got a mansion. What are you even doing out there with a mansion, nigga?
I'm not hanging in no hoods, bruh. Yo, if I came from the hood, right? If I, like, grew up in the hood, grew up in poverty, bro, yo, I feel
Doing
like
everything
that would be a
to not be
traumatizing
in there.
experience, right? If I grew up in the hood and grew up in abstract poverty and really came from an effed up environment, I feel like me getting rich and going back to that environment would be traumatizing, right? But, yo, if you're in this culture, going back,
I don't
is
think
like
it'd be
a, badge of
traumatizing,
honor,
but
or
it's
being
just-
able to go back is like a
It's
badge of honor. So,
counterproductive.
so no matter how rich you get, man, you know, I guess you have to go back and show love.
You know what I'm saying? But even funnier, did this say Bricc Baby? Did Bricc Baby say, yeah, I got invited back to the hood?
His mouth off in different places
Then
than live.
Pnice said, you can't go back to the hood. Then he said, word on the street, I got invited back to the hood. Said he got invited back to his own hood. God, leave me alone.
I do think there was a miscommunication because I don't think Bricc meant it like that, or I don't think Bricc exactly said that. I do think though that like I guess like Bricc got cut off mid-sentence, so it did somewhat appear like that. But I don't think that's what Bricc meant, right? But there was a miscommunication. But nonetheless, though, Pnice would actually expound on exactly why he was calling Bricc Baby's big homie. Apparently, Pnice is saying that he wants Bricc Baby to fight one of his homies who's apparently Bricc size. Since
also, so say you live somewhere that isn't like gang infested or a neighborhood, because some neighborhoods that don't got gangs, it just happens to be like a well-known neighborhood and a lot of people be from there, right? Say you're not from that and you don't understand why it's a big deal to get invited back. It's like, say you was hanging out with, I'm assuming, this is my assumption, right? Say you was hanging out with all these niggas and shit like that, right? And they tell you you're not supposed to come back, so you get, I think if you watch a Watch Homie Quan video, you'll see like DP jokes, right? DP is like discipline up there, right? So say they don't want you to come back or whatever, they probably gonna beat you up if you try to come back. That's basically what they getting at. They gonna beat you up if you try to come back. So getting invited back would be a big deal, and that's why that man was laughing if you didn't understand that.
I guess they both agree that it's unfair if Pnice squabble Bricc, since Pnice is like 6'2" and have like 100 pounds on Bricc.
I called your big homie to tell him.
I ain't gonna lie to you, that's a them rule, because I straight up will fight you no matter what size you are. I'm be real. You can ask them at the little boxing place. I'm not there very often, but the times I'm there, I'm fighting big too small, and the nigga that really cracked me was tinier than me. I'm gonna be 100, and he just won some little tournament MMA somewhere near here too, bro. Buddy Cole, and he's the smallest one in the building, cracking niggas. He not playing no games. The big dude that was in there, he cracking people too, but he was definitely over 6'3". Bro was like 6. I fought him too, so that's like a California rule. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, if you got them motherfuckers, I don't really think. I think like if somebody got 60 pounds on you. You really playing unless you just cold like that. You know what I'm saying? Unless you like Mighty Mouse, Demetrius Johnson, you really playing with yourself if you think you can just fight anybody, right? But if it's like within 40 pounds, you know what I'm saying? The height I'm not even tripping about the height, cause well, I don't know their rules. If they just allowed to fight, like you body slam niggas and all that shit, the height shouldn't even matter. But if you can't body slam niggas, then the height probably gonna matter, because he taller than you. He gonna be landing them straight into your face. You're not gonna be able to hit him in the face. And I don't know. It get weird, but I don't think size should really matter in a fight.
To tell you he was this and that, and we don't beef with y'all, so it won't be no big ass people thinking it's this section versus this section. I'm not gonna do it, but just make sure he catch a fade with one of my little homies, a small. You feel me? Because I don't want to dirt him like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why, because we know this moving the goalpost, ducking and hiding all the time. So yeah, keep it real about that conversation I had with your big homie. I ain't called your big homie I called your big homie to make sure you come and catch that fade. Yeah, not with me. I'm too big for you. I ain't trying to dirt you, I ain't trying to dirt you. I don't want no problems with you. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to shoot you. But I do want you to line it up with somebody that's little like you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's around your size. Keep it even. I ain't part of no sticks. I'm from Long Beach, guy. I don't give no LA politics, period. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. So I kept it political and hit up somebody from your section that I know that has a lot of influence over there. Hey, yo, and that I know you was cool with. Line it up. It's been 2 weeks. It still ain't happened.
Yeah. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video right there, because we basically get the gist. He basically saying like, you said, because he said in previous videos, hey, I had people about your size that wouldn't have let you fight me. So then I think at that point it was clear that the size thing wasn't even. Now, a fair fade or a friendly fade, you know what I'm saying? I definitely adopted that into my lingo and shit like that. It's very much like, it's just a fair one. Look, I ain't gonna tell on you if you beat me up. You ain't gonna tell on me if I beat you up. You know what I'm saying? After this, we supposed to be quote unquote cool. Depending on what happened, you probably won't be quote unquote cool no more. But generally, usually, it's like, now we can't say nothing. We agreed to the fight. you lost, I won, you lost. You know what I'm saying? Or you won, I lost. It don't matter which way it go. We're not even really supposed to speak about what happened no more, right? So that's a very big deal. Like if you ain't been watching No Jumper content or Swamp Stories content, Street Games content, or any content that isn't talking about, even the shit talking about Kendrick as of recent, to be honest, if you ain't looked into that, you would know that pulling up for the fade is a very important thing in the city of Los Angeles. I think even China Mac had to do one. It might have been fake, but China Mac had to do one. So go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. Continue to fuck with me. I appreciate y'all watching. Bye.